Jerry Jones already made major moves this offseason. But now, one insider is predicting the Cowboys aren't done yet, and this next edition could bring in a future Hall of Famer. Stick around, because this potential signing might be the missing piece Dallas needs. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down a projection that has the Dallas Cowboys signing the best remaining free agent on the market, and why this fit genuinely makes sense. Let's get into it. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have been busy this offseason. They've already made significant moves, completely overhauling their defense while also working hard to retain key offensive pieces heading into the 2026 season. Most notably, they traded for pass rusher Rashan and signed safety Jalen Thompson, two additions that immediately upgraded their roster on paper. So the Cowboys are already looking good heading into the season. But good may not actually be enough for an organization with Super Bowl aspirations. They want to look, and more importantly perform, great. And that's exactly why this team could still find room to add one more impactful piece, a player currently being called the best remaining free agent on the entire market. In a piece for Bleacher report published Wednesday, analyst Kristopher Knox broke down the top 3 remaining free agents still available, and he placed linebacker Bobby Wagner at the very top of that list. Even more interesting, Knox actually projects that the Cowboys are the team most likely to land him. When it comes to big names left on the market, there is none bigger than Bobby Wagner, Knox wrote. The future Hall of Famer is a 6-time first-team All-Pro who has racked up 2,000 tackles over 14 seasons. He also remains a starting caliber off-ball linebacker. Let's talk about just how impressive Wagner's most recent season actually was, because it makes this projection feel even more realistic. Last season, Wagner started all 17 games for the Washington Commanders, producing 162 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, and 2 interceptions. Those are genuinely elite numbers for a linebacker, let alone one entering his mid-30s. Knox continued his breakdown by addressing the timing of when Wagner might actually sign. Wagner may want to skip the rigors of training camp and land with a team after roster cuts, but the 36-year-old is likely to play again in 2026, Knox added. The prediction here is that he jumps from one NFC East team to another. That's a fascinating wrinkle to this entire story. Wagner spending last season with the Washington Commanders, an NFC East rival, and now potentially landing with the Dallas Cowboys, another team within that same division, would be a significant move that directly impacts divisional competitive balance. So why does this fit make so much sense for Dallas specifically? The Cowboys could genuinely use more experienced depth and physicality at the linebacker position, and adding a 6-time All-Pro with 2,000 career tackles instantly upgrades both the talent level and veteran leadership within that room. Even at 36 years old, Wagner has proven he can still perform at a starting caliber level, as evidenced by his full 17-game season with Washington just last year. Combine Wagner's potential arrival with the offseason additions of Rashan and Jalen Thompson, and Dallas defense could realistically transform into one of the most well-rounded and dangerous units in the entire NFL heading into the season. Jerry Jones has never been shy about making bold additions when he believes his team is close to championship contention, and landing the top remaining free agent on the market would fit that exact pattern. Of course, nothing is official yet, and Wagner ultimately has the final say in where he chooses to sign. But if this projection holds true, Dallas fans have even more reason to be excited about where this roster stands heading into what many are already calling a Super Bowl or bust season. So what's your take? Does Bobby Wagner actually end up in Dallas? And if so, how much does he move the needle for this defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Subscribe for more Cowboys and NFL free agency coverage all season long, and I'll see you in the next video.